One of the most surefire ways to create a downwards negative spiral for yourself in your own life is to continue to double down on the bad investments that you've made. Sometimes you start a relationship with someone that seemingly has great chemistry with you. Maybe things look really good right off the bat, but slowly but surely you start to notice that the relationship is deteriorating and you're not really aligned in your values, you're not really happy, you're not fulfilled. Perhaps you start a new career path and you get a new job that actually pays pretty well, but you start noticing that your soul is getting drained out of you for each day that you're turning up to work another shift. Maybe you try to start your own business doing something that you thought you were really passionate about, but after a couple of months, it just isn't feeling right and you're not happy and you're not fulfilled. And many times people will argue that you should stick through, you have to keep going, you have to fight for what you want. However, that's not always the best advice. Sometimes you need to walk away. Maybe what you're experiencing is a bad investment. Maybe what you're doing is creating and actually originating a negative spiral loop. And you're starting to feel some of that pulling on you. You're starting to notice that something is off and your intuition is clearly sparking up, telling you, hey, probably time to turn around. Something needs to be different here. I don't like this. But you keep ignoring it because so much of self-help advice and so much of the motivational content that's out there says keep working, keep grinding, keep pushing, or don't give up on your relationship, or don't give up on your dream, and don't give up on this. And it's always like quitting is this negative thing. And it's really not. I've quit so many things in my life. I quit so many negative, destructive habits, of course, but I've also tried projects in my business that didn't pan out, didn't end up creating the results that I desired, or that just drained my energy, although they did create results. Now ask yourself the question, are you making a terrible investment? And the real way that you can measure whether or not you are is simply happiness. That's the easiest way. Are you actually enjoying your life? Are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Do you like this? Because if you don't, chances are there is a way to do it that you would enjoy, and the real key would be to sit down and ask yourself, how could I do it but still enjoy the process? Because once you get to the top of the mountain, you only get to spend about 5 seconds there enjoying the view before you go, okay, what's the next thing? So what's the point of hating your journey all the way up there if you're just gonna have a moment of glory that you don't even properly take in and feel? And then moving on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And so we tend to make bad investments that take us downhill because we think that there's some mountaintop that we have to reach. We think that there's something out there that's gonna finally make us feel fulfilled, but right now we just have to be miserable, and it's not true. Who are you with right now? What's one thing that you're doing every day in your life that's just draining your energy? Who's one person that's doing that to you? Could you walk away? Could you exit? Is there an exit strategy available to you? Because if you can find one, please use it. Get out of anything that doesn't feel right. I mean, your body is this incredible tool that can tell you what's right for you and what's not. Certain things resonate deeply and you feel incredible when you're around certain people, and others just no. Now, I'm not saying that you should stop trying in your marriage. I'm not saying that you should quit your job right now. What I am saying is for you to ask yourself, am I doubling down on an investment that really doesn't make any sense for me? Am I doubling down on something because I think I'm supposed to do it instead of genuinely desiring it? Maybe your parents are pushing you to do something, a career path that you really aren't passionate about. And you're doubling down for them, but inside you're miserable. Now, they wouldn't want that for you, but maybe to them you seem happy and okay with it. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they keep pushing you. In that case, it's probably the best thing you could ever do is walk out and gain back your self-respect instead of trying to make other people respect you, even if they're the ones closest to you. So really ask yourself the question of, what investments am I doubling down on right now that aren't working out? What are the things that I'm spending time on and energy on? Who are the people? And it's just not a good fit. It's okay to quit. It's okay to walk away. Walk away if it doesn't seem to be the right thing for you. If it keeps draining you, if it keeps making you feel low, why continue it? You can always find something that's gonna energize you more. You can always discover a different strategy, a different approach. Our minds and our potential is nearly unlimited, and perhaps it even is, who knows. But if you don't dig into that, if you don't tap that source, and you just keep going and putting down more energy, more time, more money, investing in this thing that you don't like, and this person that you really don't belong with, of course you're not going to be happy. Of course you're not going to be fulfilled. And of course you're going to continue to find other bad investments because you're already in that negative loop, and that's the only thing that will resonate with you. So maybe don't watch that TV show that leaves you feeling like garbage afterwards. Maybe instead try reading that book. And I know it's more tempting to watch the TV show because it feels better then and there, but afterwards you feel terrible. Maybe try something that makes you feel good right there in the moment. Maybe a meditation. Think about it. What type of work do you really enjoy doing? I know there's so many ways that I could be growing my business. I could be doing all these different types of marketing. I could be doing 10 different funnels. But whenever I tried to do that, I just don't feel as happy. I'm not as joyful. I'm not as alive as when I'm just recording content and talking to people. That's what makes me feel engaged. And so I go that route instead of going another route that might potentially make me a little more money. Maybe even wouldn't. It depends on how good you are at that. I've gone really deep with a few clients, and I've gone, really big with plenty of clients as well. And I've seen that certain setups make me feel good, and also in the long run end up making me more income because this is what I like doing more. So why not just do that? Why not double down on the things that you love instead of the things that you're feeling like you're supposed to do? Get out of that loop. I just want to knock you out of it right now. Just get out. Just finally click out of the hypnotization that you've been under. Finally just leave this haze and actually realize that, wait, I can do anything I want. I could be spending my time however I like, and I'm choosing this. Why? If you don't like it, why? Just so that someone else will be happy with you? Just so that you don't look like a quitter? Oh gosh, better not look like a quitter. I've quit so many things. Some of the best things I ever did was quit, not to start something. Sometimes it was better to quit something than to start something new. Sometimes all you have to do is leave the bad thing and then you'll be inspired. But right now, your mind is telling you that you cannot measure what you will gain. You can only measure what you will lose. So it's showing you all the stuff that you will lose if you leave or if you stop. And then it's not really capable of perceiving what might happen once you dive into that new thing, or you try a different approach or a different strategy or a different relationship, whatever it might be for you. So if it doesn't feel right and you've tried and you keep doubling down and you keep losing, just admit that it's a sunk cost. It's a sunk investment. Let it go. Just let it sink to the bottom of the ocean and go find yourself a new ship. Go find yourself a new island. Try something different, or maybe go back to other things that have worked well for you in the past. Either way, get out of this nasty, nasty spiral loop and don't keep doubling down and investing on something that's not working for you.